Shohei Ohtani versus Mike Trout is the stuff that baseball dreams are made of. And somehow the baseball gods gave us this dream as a reality in the finals of the World Baseball Classic between the US and Japan. I'm going to do a quick breakdown of this historic at-bat. But before I do, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the great content we'll be putting out all season. Now, going into this at-bat, I thought Shohei had an edge because statistically, Shohei is the best baseball player in the clutch of all time. You can see in this Reddit post from Angels Reddit, Shohei is not only number one all-time and highest slugging percentage in OPS with runners in scoring position as a hitter, but he's also number one with the lowest slugging percentage and lowest OPS with runners in scoring position as a pitcher. He almost always rises to the occasion. And that's one thing I picked up by watching Shohei Ohtani look at Mike Trout during this at-bat. Trout gives him a little friendly nod, and Ohtani looks at him like, hey, I know we're friends and teammates, but I'm going to destroy you. As for the at-bat itself, it was a brilliant display of pitching. Shohei starts the at-bat with a first pitch slider, which Trout clearly saw really well, Trout no doubt assuming that Shohei was going to throw him a slider, which is Shohei's best pitch, to try to get Trout to put the ball in play weakly, but Trout was having none of that. Next pitch, Shohei went right at him with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, just flat out beating Trout with heat. The next pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball just off the plate. And if you notice, this pitch appears to cut a little bit, even though its horizontal movement was zero. This often happens to Ohtani when he throws a glove-side fastball. His pitch cuts or doesn't have much horizontal break at all. The next pitch, Ohtani goes mano-a-mano and throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball again by Trout. With two fastballs blown right by him, Trout knows he's going to have to speed his bat up if he's going to catch up to Ohtani's fastball. The next pitch, Ohtani rears back and throws 102, thinking that if Trout couldn't catch up to 100, 102 is going to leave a mark. But the only place it left a mark was in the dirt and on the backstop, because Ohtani threw a lawn dart. But the next pitch was pure brilliance. After 4 consecutive fastballs of 100 miles an hour or better, he had Trout just where he wanted him. Trout had to gear up for a fastball, but instead Ohtani threw this 6-sweeping slider with 17 inches of horizontal break. You can see in this overlay why that fastball and slider combination is so tough. Trout, gearing up for 100, instead gets 87 with huge break and simply runs out of bat. Ohtani's mechanics look identical. Those pitches are in the same plane when Trout has to make up his mind to swing, but that break and speed differential leaves Trout flailing at air. Facing that high velocity makes hitting a pure guess. You have to gear up early because you don't want to get beat by a fastball, but if you get a slider, you're dead meat. Hitting is really hard. And with that, not only did Team Japan claim the World Baseball Classic title, but with that pitch, Shohei also claimed the title of the best baseball player in the world, as if there was any doubt beforehand.
Yeah,
I felt like that was exactly according to the game plan with me and Nakamura, the catcher, and I made that pitch right in the corner. It was the best pitch I made.